everybody. I don't like to do these ones where I'm talking to the abstract audience, the imaginal audience, or whatever you want to say. But nonetheless, I'm feeling of high spirits today, and I want to um moderately high spirits, and I want to it's like between average and high. Anyway, um I wanted to share some astrology stuff because I just noticed an interesting pattern. I was planning to bring this up in my conversation with Nate and Sherry about Owen Barfield on Eurythmy. Check it out here. Right about that big. It's gone now. Um, I was planning to bring it up because our conversation was intentionally scheduled at a particular time astrologically. However, that was not the main impetus for the timing. But um, yeah, we did the call right as Neptune was stationing direct. Of course, this is a very slow happening, but it's at the particular turning point in a minute sense. And I also noticed just another little pattern, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit. Um, and then say something about it. So today, that is what we shall do. And I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully it should look good. um, yeah, so this was right before call. And if I hit now, you can see Neptune direct. Show you again. If I go back a couple hours, right here. I just got a weird intimation. I've had inklings, presentiments or something for a long time that that astrology will be my profession in some way, shape, or form. My vocation, or however you want to say it. But I don't know. Yeah, if we go to right here, this is now. You can see that this is obviously not all of the planets. I took a bunch out, just for ease of viewing. Today was the Sun opposite Jupiter. Now looking at this now, this is also very close to the same axis. I think I'm gonna have to pull this up actually, just to see because I'm curious now. In this video about the astrology of Christ's ministry, the crucifixion was, I'm pretty sure right around here as well. 17 degrees of Sagittarius, according to Robert Powell, aka according to the visions of a mystic Catholic nun, who Robert Powell got the information from. That's 17 Sagittarius, Gemini, where this is 16. Kind of interesting, I don't know. But that is that. And then as I think everybody should know, Pluto just moved into Aquarius. Venus just moved into Aquarius as well, I believe yesterday, and then was conjunct Pluto, and Mars just turned retrograde yesterday. Also, you can see this is pretty close square, but one thing that you can see here is that Venus, on entering and conjuncting Pluto within 24 hours of Mars stationing retrograde. Oh, look at this. You can see Mars stations retrograde And then right after, Venus comes into Aquarius and conjuncts Pluto, right? And then if I go a few days forward, then it comes into opposition. Mars and Venus, this is like a polarity of sorts. If we look at the astrochromogram of surf formscapes, we can see that they are with the sun. In this image, what is it? This icon image, however you want to say it. We got a nice, beautiful balance here. And so you have that opposition happening. And then if we keep going forward, you'll notice that we have, I'm just trying to remember if there was something in the interim here, but you'll notice that on the day that, look at this, on the day that Mars in retrograde is now moving back, going back towards Cancer, is opposite Pluto. Look at that. Is the same day that Venus moves into a new sign. So if you remember, we had a nice Mars turns retrograde, Venus enters, conjunct Pluto, opposes Mars, and then when Mars opposes Pluto, Venus exits. And the point of this, the reason I say this, is because this is the type of thing that is crazy about astrology, insofar as there are these stories which are happening, which seem so perfect sometimes. Perfect in the sense that there are these narrative arcs, like this kind of sequence of astrological events, which are just like, it's like it creates a cohesive little story, a sequence, a couple events that happen, and then it's like there's a little story unfolding over the course of whatever, like a month or so, with those three planets, and it's like this is the rich qualitative experiential dimension of time, which is lost to us in our modern world. January 1st of all days. And then, even greater, of all days, January 6th is when Mars re-enters Cancer. I also have Mars in Cancer in my chart. And you can also see here my Neptune. I did some prep work. My Neptune is at right here. So yeah, that's basically the gist. Hope you found this interesting. And I wish you a nice month of December. One more thing is that I remembered that the other thing is that we also have in this time period the square between the third and final square, or no, the second. I don't remember which one it is, but another square between Saturn and Jupiter. And of course, this is playing on the Great Conjunction of 2020, which occurred here, and now they are separating. And this is yet again another instance of a little story, and this, except this one's a much bigger. Rather than 1 month, this is over the course of a long time. You can see the speed here of Saturn and Jupiter in this ongoing dance until 20 years for them to meet up again. And there's the third and final square there, which Would you look at that? It happens to be right on the world points or however you want to call it, the cardinal. The That's crazy. Look at that, and conjunct Jupiter. I mean, conjunct the sun. I mean, of course. Yep. Um, Look at this. Perfectly. That's crazy. And I mean, it's crazy to me. And then we keep going. And eventually in 2026, 2027, we start getting trines between Saturn and right here. You see the trine forming. Saturn and Jupiter. Oh, beautiful little cringe. Look at this. Astrology's wild, yo. There's the story is we live in a story. That is all.